time for us to continue westward after the shaft of hatred. We will need more veteran Shadowpan among us before we can confront it. We'll stop at the encampments along the way. Been through here. You, initiate. Where are the troops?
Lord Zu, they are down at the bridge, holding off a Mantin attack force, sir.
Help these men get their camp in order. I'll assess the state of the bridge.
Of course, Lord Zu.
Don't make me have to free you again.
We must not falter.
I need to get those arrows and get out of here.
Beware the western wind.
You are welcome among the Shadowpan.
Let's get this taken care of so we can get down to the bridge.
Be wary beyond the wall.
These scorpions are infected with Sha. Seems to have driven them out of their hole and into our camp, seething with hatred at invaders in their territory. Need to clear the scorpions and secure the camp. Go on, you find.
Keep your eyes keen, adventurer.
I was dispatched back to camp to gather pitch-tipped arrows for our archers at the bridge. This is what I came to. Trained with most of these Pandaria. Wasn't prepared for this. Still, the archers at the bridge need our help. We can help gather some arrows from wreckage, so maybe we can salvage something from this horror.
The wall must. That spell is ready. Yes. I can cast it. That's still ready. Out of range.
I'm gonna turn this fan on for a bit. The heat is getting to me.
It's too far away.
Excuse me.
I'm out of range. That's still ready. I can't cast that. That spell is ready.
Looks like the Shadowpan we're going to go in there. Jaw of hatred is inside a mantic structure. Suspects was drawn to a powerful host. The first batch of 20 was a once-off.
You have my attention.
Good. What's left of camp would be a bit safer.
The Shadow Pan will be here if you need us.
We are the sword in the shadows.
The Pandaria at the bridge are depending on us. Pitched with tip, ready to wield it.
Beware the
I,
whistling wind.
Thank you. Didn't have to help, but you did. Thank you.
Watch
I will handle
the
the
shadows.
rest. You take those arrows and get down to the action at the bridge.
Shin's archers will need these arrows down at the bridge. Can you bring them?
We
I will handle the
serve
rest
so
of this.
others
I think it's the
not.
same guy
Take
from
those
earlier.
arrows and get down to the action at the bridge.
I think it's the guy from earlier that they kept writing wrong. One's Lao Chen and the other's Lao Chin. Lao Chin here. I swear I once who Lao Chen.
What's on your mind?
Welcome to the mess.
See you.
Darren Zhu told me what became of my camp. I stopped it if I could, but the attacks from the bridge have not let up. Thank you for bringing these arrows. My archers will make good use of them. We've met this guy before. He did not acknowledge it. Characters don't need to acknowledge it. But since, like, already once in this expansion, they've wrote it such that the character responded as if they hadn't met you before, even though you've done it. Like, remember Anduin? He talked to you as if he didn't remember meeting you before, because it was wrote with people not doing that quest in mind. Be it Horde or Alliance member who just did not do that zone. So Chin here is likely wrote with you not doing Panlai in mind. So it takes away from quest cohesion when past events aren't acknowledged, you know? It takes away from quest cohesion. As much as I rag on FF14's mistranslations, they did have cohesion with you encountering Godbert earlier on, and then when you do his son's quest chain later on and you run into Godbert there, he recognizes you as the one with those angelic fingers. Or, whatever. He recognizes you, and it changes the conversation a little. It's not much of a thing, but it makes the world feel more real, It's just like, I remember you! And it's a little talky talk. So, it just makes it weaker for it, not having it. The man that has come across the bridge have take carapaces that shrug off most of our attacks. Weakness though. Fire. Oh Chen. See, typo. Oh Chen. Oh Chin. I swear even the character's name has changed to Lao Chin. I swear it used to be Lao Chen. Maybe. Like, even here actually within it. Lao Chen, Lao Chin. It's hysterical. Brought kegs to the battlefield. Lao Chin's men brought kegs to the battlefield for exactly this purpose. Kick the kegs into groups of mounted, and Lao Chin's archers will light them up. It should be easy to finish off from there.
Stay focused. Keep your passions in check.
Oh god. Fair chunk of health and 30% damage reduction. Miss. That didn't happen.
It's too far away.
the archers aren't doing their job. I'm kicking it into it, but they aren't lighting anyone up. I don't actually see any archers. Oh, there's one. Maybe I had credit on that. The point, just in case it's somehow wasn't clear. The thing I was saying earlier, like, you don't need to show everything in a game, as long as you give kind of an illusion of there being more. Like, in WoW, like, I take it like, okay, this is what Town Long looks like. This is the extent of Town Long. But then it's like, no, there's actually a ton more to the place. It's actually a much grander location. And it's just like, well, that's not what you showed me. That's not what I'm seeing. You know, that's not the world I've been delivered. You know? Oh, we're done. So yeah, sorry, I'm getting tired, so I'm losing focus. So, one, two. So yeah, my thing is, it's not that you have to show everything, but you have to give like, okay, there's more over there. I can't access it, but there's more over there. You have to give like an illusion of the world that like it goes on further there, but I'm playing over here. That dividing line's actually okay. But when you show like, yes, this is all of Conlai, except it isn't, there's a ton more that we'll never show you. Then it's just like, the fuck? Like, you know. Obviously there's limits to where you can work that and whatnot. It depends on how you sculpt the thing, you know? But when this is all you see of Conlai in-game, but then they give such dramatic lore to the Ongo and all this, like, this cannot measure up with that, you know? And so you're kind of left in the lurch of how to even visualize the area, how to even view it. And, oh. So yeah, like, you can get when they give it, like you're playing Dark Souls 1 and you see the huge sprawling city below. Well, you may never be able to go down there. You see like, there's a whole city down there. Or when you're in Orlando and you see the city beneath, you see like, okay, this is a grand city and I'm just dealing with the upper level. Cool. But when it's just like imagine if you went down Orlando and the city beneath didn't exist and it just showed an empty field, or the whole place was just tarmacked and it was just the upper level. And like, let's say they did it in a way that it still looked fine and presentable. And then like in an afternote in some book just says like, oh no, there's a whole city underneath. Just go with it. It would really take away from it. It wouldn't be nearly as grand because it's just like, the fuck, you know, that's not what you showed me. So, it's not that you have to show me everything, but you have to give me something to go on to fill in the blanks myself. When you show me all of this, and then inside stuff say, oh no, it's like 7 times the size and there's so much there, and show me fucking nothing of it, you know, that's just aggravating. 1, 2. Alright, I'm going to turn in this quest, go get flying, and I'm going to sleep. Or at least going to do something else. We've the added benefit that the Mantid will leave with broken morale after watching their brethren burn to death. Grim, but many lives will be spared if they simply stop pressing our lines. Can they break? I thought they were too brain dead to. Like, lower ranks were mindless. With, you know, the rare elite showing actual intelligence and personhood. Thought they were like a little more than Zerg.
Our fellowship is our strength.
Let's press these insects back across the bridge and break their spirits. Follow my lead. Sure, we'll do this quest last.
We'll return shortly. Come, let's push these insects back.
But yeah, the Mantid are such that I do feel like you need to not be fighting them with just like elites, but you need to crush them with superior firepower. Like how we were using the cannon before, but I mean like carpet bombing the place with napalm. Surprisingly unmolested, given how they were just constantly charging across.
What's going on? Huh? Oh, hi. Yeah? Well, what's on your mind?
That's still recharged.
That's goes bleeding.
That's still recharged. I need
Tasty brew. Increases damage by 200%. Jesus. Hulking Quartet Flesh Render. They're not sending the tanky ones at us, they're sending the killers at us. The different broods, different hatchings, and this one is the serial killers. The healing ain't much. Helps, but it ain't much.
choice for the task.
Couldn't have done it without you.
Have to tell him to. I'll catch up with you shortly.
Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
We shall never. I take it you were successful at the bridge.
No, I'm actually a ghost. I've died
Were.
terribly.
My new friend here performed stunningly.
You are to join us in our hunt for the Shah of Hatred, then, Bao Qin. The men here should be able to hold the bridge and repair the camp on their own.
Of course. My staff is yours, Lord Zhu.
He says my new friend here. We've worked together previously, and it's just like we would still be a new friend with him. But again, remember I was saying about like look at Anduin, where he's wrote as if you haven't done the previous quests, and then look at all the encounters with the Shah, where it's your character never says anything to imply that they already know about the events. Like I'm not saying to actually have the words appear on screen, but have characters repeating it as if our character spoke. Huh? You know about this? The Shah? I thought those were just myths. Something like that would be fine. Plenty of other games do it. WoW itself might have done it at points. So, you know, the way Pandaria is wrote, it's as if, like, each zone is kept distinct. Each quest chain is kept distinct, where none, like, interlock with each other. So if you've done another quest, well, very few interlock with each other, where even if you've done another quest that outright explains what's happening, your character will never actually use that knowledge to explain it to the other characters. And it really takes away from the, like, from the questing. Because, like, okay, like, I went to a village taken over by Shah. And these guys suddenly went mad and started attacking. I saw Shah tendrils. It's the Shah. Oh, she vomited up a Shah. There you go. There's the answer. You know. I kind of tangented there. I am fucking tired right now. My head's dulling over. But like,
Do not succumb to the darkness.
okay. So, remember back down here in the wilds. Okay, down here in the wilds. At Zoo's Watch. We helped down here at Zoo's Watch with all that. Then we, you know, finished quest chains here. And we went up to Panlai. Down here at this village, we see people gone crazy. And we see the corruption in the place. And we see a Pandaren vomiting out Shah. And at no point do we tell the people there that that's Shah, despite us having previously dealt with them. And even back here in the Jade Forest, we dealt with Shah down here and over here. I presume the Horde had to deal with Shah over here, like on their landing point. I'm presuming so. I presume the Horde had to deal with Shah on their side, and the Alliance had to deal with Shah on their side. You know, to establish the new thing of the expansion. You know, like this is an entrance zone to give you a trust of what this expansion is meant to be. There's the Alliance conflict, but then there's also a rapidly growing darkness that's infesting the land. Just pooped. Sam the Wise, an extended and fond tribute to arguably the creator of Pandarian in-game race. The popular WoW artist, Samwise Dieter, was a keen fan of metal, a good drink, and meatloaf, as he'll let you know during his dialogue. Apparently his act has been somewhat censored. He would once say, "I like my women like I like my beer, full-bodied." Now he says my favorite moves are a lot like my favorite beers, smooth and strong. Given past precedents with in-game staff tributes, he's lucky as a present at all. True, but that's just Blizzard like, oh yes, we committed sexual harassment. To compensate for that, we will replace paintings of women in WoW with bowls of fruit and a simple joke with a much weaker line. Yes, this clearly compensates. Huh? Chin died.
I take it you were successful at the bridge.
Yeah, but he died from his morbid obesity.
My new friend here performed stunningly. You ought to join us.
But yeah, they anyway, back on topic. He suicided to get away from my ranting.
And repair the camp on their own. Of course, my
1, 2. Made a point there, but now I'm like, phrasing mightn't be great. So let me try it again. They were saying here about him, and it's just like, yeah, this was part of Blizzard's thing of, like, hey, we got accused of sexual harassment of our staff. So to compensate for that and to apologize, we'll return the paintings of women in WoW into bowls of fruit, and we'll change some silly jokes. Clearly, that compensates for the, claims against us. I'm not sure if there was ever confirmed in a court of law, so that's why I'm framing it like that. So, yeah. It's fucking retarded. I'm sorry, there's no other words for it, and that's as polite as I can be. It's fucking retarded. Like, really, like, you've been accused of sexually harassing someone, and I do believe the claim I remember hearing was she suicided over it, and this is your way of compensating it. Honestly, I would feel that's even more of an insult, that you think that changing a fine joke like this into that, and then paintings of women into bowls of fruit is a way of compensating for someone's death. Harassment and then death. That's even more of an insult. Honestly, if I was suing over it, I'd want an even bigger payout. It's a further sin on the pile, But anyway. So, like, back here in Jade Forest, we see the Shah. At least as Lions, we see the Shah. We go into here, and down into here, we see the Shah. We come up to here, we see Shah, but we say nothing. It's like our characters have had experience, but the game is wrote from the perspective that of someone may not do any quests at all, so we shouldn't have any previous continuity. Each time it should be treated as if it's brand fucking new. And it's kind of annoying. The writing in WoW is always the weakest bit. Blizzard writing in general tends to be the weakest part of their games. They can have standout bits, like I do like the Calaxy down here, but the writing is typically the weakest part of their games. And similarly, their depictions of the zones is also the weakest part of the games, is a weak point of the games as well. Like I said, that like Townlong Steppes is meant to be a huge area according to what the wiki claimed about the Yongle lore. Like, it's this grand endeavor the Yongles are going on with. But what the area we see in game, it could, friggin' Waterford's larger than that, there's no way the Yongo have been roaming here for like 10,000 years, setting up random fire camps, draining it of oil, and moving on. Especially if they have a vast army, you know? Why are you dying? Why are you dying? Yeah, I'm calling this episode Death of Wo Chen. Wo Chen. Jesus, he's not even respawning now.
The Shadow Pan welcome you.
The bandit aren't likely to return soon after a beating like that. Now, Wo Chen is free to join us in the hunt. Kind of surprised the Mantid will actually pull back, because I really did think they were brain dead and just idiots. They like mindlessly zerging for their queen, you know?
Hold fast. I take it you are successful at the bridge. You are to join us in our hunt for the Shah of Hatred, then, Lao Chin. The men here should be able to hold the bridge and repair the camp on their own. Of course. My staff is yours, too. What's going on? Got something to show me?
His health ain't draining. Whatever's killing him is something else.
But not
Are you here to fight?
discipline. It is the only way. Got something to show me?
I have no idea. I don't need any of these, so and they also at the same price, so I'll just grab Anton.
Our fellowship.
We are one stronger. Your help is valuable. Let's move westward to Rensai's watch post to find the last member of our party.
Stay focused. Keep your crossroads are not far. Let us seek out our last member there.
Is it to be Hawkmaster Nurong then?
Yes. We'll need his expertise with a crossbow when the final battle comes.
It will be good to finally meet him.